tradition. I'm here to carry on tradition. We gotta carry on tradition.
That was dope. So yeah, we're just wrapping up. We just wrapped up our first session of the Black program at Alameda High School. This year, we're working with Alameda Unified School District. We have two schools. We have Lincoln Middle School and then we have Alameda High. So this is our first session here. It was dope. It was dope. It is October 31st and we met with a group of about 50 students. Damn, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the power, I think, of what we're able to do with the Black program. When we oftentimes talk to schools and districts and they're like, okay, how big of a space you want? I let them know we can have it as big as possible, but you know, if we have a group that's 40 or more, you know, let's break it up into smaller groups because we want to know the names of all the students that we have in the program. But you know, they came up with 50. When I was talking to the principal, he was like, we sent out permission slips and, you know, invites to 59 students, their families. We got 50 out of the 59 that pulled up. And then he was like, we might not have everybody today because it's October 31st, so they had a Halloween costume thing going on and some other stuff. Man, 50 out of the 59 folks pulled up, and the session was dope. We had food, they enjoyed the food, they got their Black program journals, we talked about that, we went into a little bit of the slides, and we just had some dope conversation. And I enjoy working with students of all ages. It's especially great to work with high school students because, you know what I'm saying, they got a little bit more lived experience, and so there's a little more that we can talk about and things that we can engage with. But it was dope. It was dope. We had a great session. And then in the session, and this is what's making me feel this is gonna be a really, really good partnership for us. All right, so the principal was extremely helpful in getting everything lined up. The space that we were in was beautiful. Y'all get a chance to see that because we took some photos and some videos of that. The superintendent of the school district was present for the entire session. And you know what I'm saying, was engaged in the session, even though it's not a session for the adults, it's a session for the students. And then the head of diversity, equity, inclusion for the district, she was present for the entire thing, and big shout out to Shamar because Shamar is the reason why we're in here. Shamar and I connected, like we've been connected for a minute, we just didn't know that we were connected. And then we connected over by Lake Merritt at the farmer's market. She was out there selling some vegan peach cobblers and some other stuff. And so I just went by the table, got some peach cobbler from her. And then a couple days later, I get a message on Instagram. She was like, I didn't know that you was an education, you know, celebrity and all this stuff. I'm like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? And so she knew somebody who had heard me speak at another event. And you know, people know about our work, which is great. So I guess she was able to connect my name with that work and was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We need to do something at Alameda Unified. We here, you know what I'm saying? And I love that from people. When people say something and then they stand on their word, even if it didn't go through, you feel me? At least she followed through on that. But we're here, contract is in place. And not only that, we just finished our first session. You know what I'm saying? Students was in there. Students was getting it. They was asking questions, you know what I'm saying? They was talking and sharing their experience. And they felt, I think they felt it. They got it like, oh, this is different. This is for us. We gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So I love it, bro. I'm excited. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna be back next month. We're gonna be back in December, you feel me? Later this week. So this is Tuesday for us because it's October 31st. On Thursday, we're gonna be at Lincoln Middle School, which is our other school that we're working with here in Alameda Unified. And we're gonna get it in with the middle school students, bro. We just gonna keep it pushing. Building leaders and activists with collective knowledge. That's what we do. The Black program, stay Black.
Yeah. Gotta carry on tradition. I'm here to carry on tradition. We gotta carry on tradition.